3 years ago during summer vacation, on a night when my family was staying over at a relative's house, there was an accident where a motorcycle crashed into a clothing store, a bit away from the house. It was late at night when the accident happened, but my parents and relatives and grandpa were absorbed in an all-night mahjong game. Me, my brother, sister, and relatives' kids, my age, were in a different room watching a movie. Since it was deep in the mountains late at night, we could hear the loud sound of the accident pretty clearly, but the adults were drinking and caught up in their games, so they didn't notice. My sister, relatives, and I did make some noise like, "What was that sound?" when we heard it. But we were watching the movie, so we didn't pay much attention and went back to the movie normally. Only my brother seemed concerned about the sound and went alone to a room with a window facing where the sound came from. But ultimately, he didn't figure out what it was, and we all went to sleep that night. The next morning when we woke up, the adults were making a commotion, saying, "A motorcycle crashed into the clothing store last night. It was me, so-and-so's dad, and he died it seems." We just thought, oh, so that's what the sound was, and didn't think much of it. But then my brother suddenly started talking about how, come to think of it, when I went to check out the sound last night from the window, I saw a guy with one leg dangling limply standing in the road, and he suddenly ran towards me. It was so scary. We brushed it off lightly like, how creepy, and didn't take it seriously. But later when we learned the details of the incident, it became terrifying. Apparently the man who died crashing his motorcycle had a broken leg, and an auntie living in front of the relative's house, who happened to be close with the man, brought a photo of him. When my brother saw it, he murmured, "This is the guy who ran towards me last night." It was so creepy.